Alright, Shaoz. Welcome to it. We'll get right into it here. I've got your game pulled up. Everything went fine with that. So we'll get started. Looks like he's got a pretty standard team here. He's got Storm Vermin out, but 4 Gutter Runners. So his Storm Vermin's at a real premium right now, especially with only just the one. It's tempting to smash Gutter Runners, and it is. But if you can get this Vermin out, he's gonna really struggle to have time. Or I wonder what that was about. But he's really gonna struggle to blitz effectively. So if you can get this guy in a flush column, or of course removed, would be the first things I'd be looking to do. And then after that, you start smashing Gutter Runners, and that's my strategy for this one. Defending against them is let's see. Did you set up first here? Okay, you did get a chance to set up. Okay. Or maybe not. We'll go back through the coin toss apparently. Okay, so just receive. Against agility teams, elves and rats and stuff, I like to make them score first. They shouldn't like to do that. I know it feels good to want to punch them and stuff first thing, and that can be effective at times. It's tougher the agility teams to have your one turn attempt at the end of the game. You're likely to be pretty well punched up by then, that sort of thing. It's just much prefer. It's easier to be on defense when you've got a full squad. So going first makes it a little bit easier on them. Okay, so this might be a spot where you would consider, if you know where your blitz is going, doing that first. Because I assume it's going to be with a white. Maybe not. Look, he's left a nice little spot up in here. You could put your flush golem right in there if you're wanting to get rowdy. And then punch a... I could put him here. And then punch a Gutter Runner straight away. But if you're going to do this first because it's a block. I mean, got lucky there with the timing of that 1 and 9. If it had happened first, that'd be bad. The other thing to watch out for is just looking how far these guys can move. And if it's truly out of range, you can delay a bit to pick up the ball or get it safe or whatnot. But if they're within range, even go for it range, it's worth securing that first, because it's absolute necessity against rats. Ball has to be just locked up tight as a drum all the time. Blitz on a zombie, that's good. For you. So he's just running the hell away already. Wow. Not sure why he didn't put his loners on the line. Doesn't look like you're going to be able to get a shot on anybody worthwhile here. And this drive should just all be about grinding him down, you know, punching the shit out of him until he can't handle it anymore. Should be a nice, slow, controlled drive. Bummer there. So let's see. That's that's not a foul I would take, honestly. The chances of breaking armor are pretty poor. Neither of these guys are assists. They're both based up. So that is an 8+, just straight up. So that's like a 40% chance to break armor. So there's more worthwhile, especially without a bench. So you're looking at a 40% chance to break armor, and somewhere between 17 and 30% chance to get sent off. So if I had to guess, I'd say that it's more likely that you get sent off than he does. And certainly more likely that you get sent off than getting a casualty. Okay, so he's left a gutter over here. You could look to swing your play around this way just to punch the gutter runner. Because I don't think it's going to be worth trying to get the stone vermin. He's keeping him pretty safe. So yeah, I'd look to swing it around right. That's nice. Certainly nothing wrong with this either. Reason I was wanting to go right in the first place was just to punch the gutter runner, but this is really good too. Okay, I don't like the placement of this this ball. You've got not just one but two of your cage corners based up by rats. So yes, they're strength 4 and strength 2 over here, but it just opens you up to shenanigans when that happens. You know, a red die here gets you a push, and then you can get a 1 die on the ball, and then it's shit creek from there. You know, or he gets an assist or something like that. You know, you never know. So just rule of thumb: just keep your cage corners unbased. Oh, great. You'll get a shot on the storm vermin next turn. So he's got a scrawling thread. It's a bit deep for my taste. It only needs to be in this area to be effective. So it's only turn 4. You've got time to just grind on him a bit here. I mean, this is obviously the weakest way to go if you're looking to get upfield, but not even necessarily looking to do that. So you could potentially... I'll still probably take a blitz on him. Or this gutter runner here. Shot at the loner. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, no rush here. I'd be more focusing on trying to pin the gutters and, you know, sort of 3+2+ situations where they have to maybe break dodge or something like that. Now you're well within scoring range. So no reason to move forward pretty much the rest of the drive. All should be focused on doing as much damage as you can. So you could try to isolate a guy and foul the shit out of him, you know, something like that. And I don't like his odds of trying to elf screen here. Cover on your ass, like that. Facing gutter runners, that's good. And then the surf attempt. No surf, okay. That's one you gotta eat, I think. With only 2 left, with 3, I would re-roll that, but with only leaves you with 1 for 3 turns, and you're probably gonna you might need 1 for a dodge or something stupid at the end, or just, you know, even a dub skulls. Yeah, so I'd look to sort of take this area of the field here. Punch these guys, either blitz this guy if you have to, blitz this guy, take this area here. So I don't love that your ball is, I guess it's ball carrier blitz. That seems unnecessary. You gotta score now. Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I would have stalled that bitch to the end for sure. Because now you're giving Skaven a really good offensive team a good chance to score here. Where you were starting to get removals and all that sort of stuff, and decreasing the odds that a one turn is going to be successful. So just think, if you've got 2 stand firm, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. Is that right? 4, 8. Yeah, okay. 8 guys against 2 stand firm. He's going to have a hell of a time to do it. Okay, so let's talk setup here. First off, I like the wolves deep. You need some safeties. This line is totally fine. What I like to do is, first of all, defense against Skaven is really difficult. Elves really difficult. And more often, your defense is about how is a successful defense can be making them score real fast, right? So oftentimes an ideal game is going to be just the 2-1 grind, the prototypical 2-1 grind. So either you get the ball real quick, like you did in the first half, and you grind them down and you score. And then in the second half, you force them to score quickly, and then you've got 5-6 turns to grind them out for a 2-1 win. Like that's the prototype. I'm sure you're familiar with it for beating agility teams. So just go into it knowing that it's tough to stop them on defense. Often it takes a shitty dodge fail, some stupid ball handling thing, a failed handoff, something like that to go wrong, where you get an open shot on the ball for you to actually stop them on defense. Or you just have, you've done so much damage that they just have no chance. That, of course, is the thing. I like, on my setups like this, I like this white going back a square. In fact, maybe you could even do the zombie there, white there, so that the obvious blitz target, you can't push near the sideline unless he comes in from here, but you should have kind of like a guy here, and then sort of the same thing inside like this. And then 2 guys like that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then he has to come. That helps with your edges, so you're really sort of discouraging him from going towards the sideline as much as you can. You want these guys a little bit deep, so I would have like the wolves here and here, and then like zombie white on the other side, and then your zombies in the middle. So basically, your weakest sort of in the middle here. Your lane to run up is in the middle, and that's fine. Because if he goes to one side, it completely nullifies this whole side of your team, essentially, except for like your wolf. All these guys are completely fucked. So what you want to, let's say the worst happens. He knocks all 3 of these guys down. One of the dudes is stunned, and he just comes charging up the middle. Well, okay, that's fine. You can sort of swamp him, and you've got your whole team to do it. So if he comes up the middle, you've got both sides that can run up in there and get that. So having sort of a soft center is not the worst thing to do. You're trying to sort of take away the edges as much as possible, and that way, if you leave him here, he can't push him to the side, so it makes it even much more. He can't try to surf you, that sort of stuff. No frenzy or anything like that to worry about. So that's kind of it. And if he scores in 2 turns, well, that sucks. This is going to be a tough stop here. I can tell already. But like I said, your best defense is on offense, honestly. So instead of having 3 turns, he should have 1 turn to score here. And you weren't forced to score there. I would have stalled that out, like I said. And then that way, it makes his offense that much more difficult. And that is your best defense. It's unnecessary there, I think. That's a good tag. Now, let's see. You've got one reroll left. Let's see. What would I do here? So see, he's kind of gone up the side, kind of nullified this whole side of the defense. I think what I would do would be to mark up this guy here. Yeah, that's good with that guy. And then blitz with the werewolf. And so you're hoping to blitz from here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blitz. Push him to here. Either that or he goes down. And then push him to here. I would have liked to see you put a mark on this guy too. Because then you can get a follow-up, 2 more. So you should have 8 dice coming at him. And if the dodge and the GFI go well, then you could have 10 dice at him. Should be good. Should be good enough to roll POW. 8 to 10. Got him. Yep, I like that. Go for it. Okay. I don't think that's a reroll worth taking. Just kind of take the both down and live with it there. Because you've got one more turn and you might need to knock the ball free. You might need to make a dodge. Who knows? I'm just trying to think if this is a dodge worth taking. Or if this is just a 1 die worth taking. Over this one. I see. You probably re-rolled that so you could get this 1 die here. It's not great. It's not a great 1 die to take. I don't know. I would probably just leave it as is and just taking the both down there. Man, wolves are so much better once they get block. Yeah, it gives them more chance at KOs coming back and all that stuff. So this should just all be about punching shit. I guess you could go for a 1 or a 1 turn, huh? Get frenzy, move 8. Could be done. I'd have to. I'm such a lazy 1 turner. I'd have to not look it up, but just think about it a lot. Really try and practice 1 turns with necros because I'm sure it can be done. But then you're trying to dodge through this stuff with agility 3, which is not great. So yeah, I'd probably just opt for the punching. Anyways, I don't think that's really worth watching. But punching some stuff. Okay. So on safeties, right? There's no real reason to have them this deep, because they can get to the back as easily from here as they can from here. So just moving it up gives you a lot more range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could, if you account for a couple lateral moves, maybe the 14 is about as deep as you want to go. Even probably here. But like I said, I think what we talked about earlier is a pretty solid defense. With your wolves here and here, he's really can't get around anywhere other than up the middle. So this way, you basically seeded either sideline he wants to go to. So he can flood this with rats. He can full cage right here almost. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, so you can blitz this guy down, cage up right here, full cage. So you really got to defend the sidelines, I think. Oh, okay. It's gone sort of all mans, which can be. You should still be able to run around the side. Oh, okay, so my bad. I didn't realize. That was not your setup. So I have to burn a reroll on a stupid block. You really should be fortifying the ball area before doing all this random crap. Especially now that he's burned a reroll. Uh-oh. And he goes. About time got some damage on him. There we go. Yeah. Let's see, did we already use the blitz this turn? No, okay. I was going to say. It's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, I like the safety back. That's good. I don't hate. I like that blitz. In fact, it's good blitz. A little lightning bolt didn't show up, so I was like, oh, that's definitely not worth just basing him. But it's a bit tough because even if he goes down, he's probably going to pick it up with the other gutter runner. So he's got a potato. He does not care. He's a madman. Okay, those are completely useless. No reason to do those at all. This guy is an elf coach. He's got to be. Or he's definitely played elves before. So I would move this zombie down there to be in the area. Now why not pin him up against the sideline? Guess it doesn't matter. This is just as tight, but I mean, he could still just 3+2+ away. It's the same thing against the sideline. I was gonna say, if you've got the zombie in the area, flesh golem, then it becomes possible to just take the both down here on that. On the second frenzy block, would have been possible to take the both down. Like if there's another gutter runner in the area, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but he was going to be hard pressed to score otherwise. That's a bummer. Oh man, he's gotta stall that some more, I think. Yeah, so I mean, at this point you gotta be thinking, alright, well, probably going to be a draw, but if you do some significant damage here in the next 2 turns, you might think about going for the win. Keep in mind, he's going to have a 1-turn shot at the end of the game. I'm sorry, no, you will. My bad. So if you can get some good removals here, it might be worth going for the score quickly. If not, then just cage up, grind them down, get the draw. Sorry, it's super late. Yeah, blitz with your block first. Especially with 0 rerolls. Really nice scatter there. Yeah, so the way this went, basically got to be a draw at this point. No, you could have blitzed from this square. Right? Blitz from this square. Get the assist there. Or do you? No. Girl, could have brought up a dude. I thought you were gonna go for the chain push. Push him. Get a free block on the storm vermin. I don't know. Give any free hits here? Hey, block. Yep, so this is good. Your failure state's great. If this screws up, no big deal. You have plenty of time to score still, so punch on. So all you gotta do is make up one more square. There you go. Again, no reason for him to be that deep. Snake to dodge. Oh, didn't snake it. Just let's go for the sack. Okay, fair enough. Oh, dang. Like, get him level at least? Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was a little bit worried. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about doing all that stuff with the blitz right there. If he was stunned, that's a different story. Yeah, never count out those red die. It's a 25% to knock you down. which is not nothing. I mean, gotta just score on the zombie, right? Ah, yeah. Fumble box, not bad. Yep. All right. Well, that's the right play there. But hopefully that answers your questions. I think a bit more stalling in the first half. Maybe you get some more guys off the field and go on to win it. But yeah, it's pretty solid stuff overall in that. So hopefully you got some out of it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be in touch, buddy. Thanks.